Well, she'll give you this very same glow. When she speaks, you would swear it was singing. Just hear her say hello. I swear, my goodness, you can't resist her. Sorry for you, she ain't got no sister. No angel could ever replace my Nancy with the laughing face. And of course the classic Sinatra. And now the end is here, and so I face that final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yeah, classic Sinatra. He had it all. Now, as we enter the 50s, the 60s especially, we must include the other Rat Packer. And I'm referring to Mr. Dino Martin Crocetti, or Dino Martin, Dean Martin. Yeah, he's one of the Rat Packers. Now, Dean, Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop headed up the Rat Pack in the early 60s. Now, during the day, they made movies such as Ocean's 11, the original one, Sergeant's 3, which was a takeoff on Gunga Din, and Robin and the Seven Hoods. In fact, Bing Crosby was in that movie too. Now, in the evening, the headline at the Copa Room of the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas. During all of this time, Dean Martin took time to record and get a hit out of this song. Everybody falls in love with someone. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just told me my sometime is now. Now, Sinatra recorded the same song about 5 years earlier in an album, and it never went anywhere. And Dean Martin comes along, takes it, makes a big hit out of it, which is good for her. They were good buddies. They didn't care. Now, one of the smoothest crooners that graduated from a jazz pianist to a recording star. Here's Mr. Nat King Cole. Everybody knows Nat. Now, Nat King Cole, his big hits included Route 66, Orange Colored Sky, and the classic Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic charm. Is it only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile? Mona Lisa, big hit for Nat Cole, among 50 more. You know, another classic crooner, he had his first big hit in 1950-51. It was Columbia Records, and Mitch Miller was the program director, and they made some stupid songs back then, but Tony Bennett, Mr. Tony Bennett. He recorded one that became a very big hit for him in 1951, way back. And that was called Because of You. There's a song in my heart. Because of you, my romance had its start. And then about 40 years later, he comes back with I left my heart in San Francisco, high on a hill, it calls to me. And God bless him, he's still going. Tony Bennett's still singing, still crooning. One of the last few remaining. The next crooner, another classic, Mr. Bobby Darin. Everybody knows Bobby Darin. Sure, a great singer, great talent. Died much too young, much too young. Now, Bobby started out with rock and roll in the 50s, singing big hits like Splish Splashes, I Was Taking a Bath, Long About a Saturday Night, I hate rock and roll, Dream Lover, and of course, don't forget Bill Bailey, and the classic Mac the Knife, which I'm tired of hearing. But then he did a great job with Somewhere Beyond the Sea, Somewhere Waiting for Me, My Lover Stands on Golden Sands and watches the ships that go sailing somewhere beyond the sea. Somewhere she's watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. Yeah, Bobby Darin. Now, this guy was always my favorite for a long time, but he's been around for a long time. An excellent drummer, but also an excellent songwriter. And he wrote a song that became a big hit, and it's a hit year after year after year after year. Mr. Mel Torme. There's Mel. And the song he wrote, which is a hit every year, you'll understand once you hear it. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. The Christmas song. That's why it's a hit year after year after year. And it's too bad he's not around anymore to collect the residuals. That's a very pretty thing. Now, the last of the saloon singer types had their successes in the 60s and the 70s. And then they faded out. They're gone. There aren't anymore. These last three we're going to get into are the last surviving. And the three of them were big hits in Vegas and also the Playboy Club circuit. When the Playboy Clubs was big time worldwide. They had clubs in London, Paris, and these guys were making the rounds. And also big hits in Vegas, and they made TV shots, but they never really hit that big time. And it's a shame because they were very talented. I mean, they paid their dues, but they just never made it. And I just don't want to forget them because I think they deserve remembrance. The first guy I'm thinking about is Buddy Greco. Buddy Greco been around a long time. Buddy just opened up a nightclub in Palm Springs, California. It's called Buddy Greco's Steakhouse. He's performing there every night, and he's in his 80s, and God bless him, he keeps going. He had a variety of style.